Ladies and gentlemen, the San Francisco 49ers have made 4 picks in the 4th round under this regime. How good have they been? Wayne, you ready to discuss it? Let's do it.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the B.A.M. I just felt like onomatopoeia. The B.A.M. show. It's your boys, Breezie. What's going on, Mike? How you feeling, bro?
Onomatopoeia is when you say a word to describe a sound.
Yeah, it's a word that has like bam and kajam and cram and thrack and slack, spack. Schmack. Smack.
Onomatopoeia.
Yo, I don't know if you grew up watching Nick at Night when they used to have the old Batman on, but that was a lot of onomatopoeia in that. It was with Adam West.
Adam West. Yeah. That's when he had the gray joint.
Yeah, and I didn't know what onomatopoeia was then, though. I didn't know that's what it meant, but we were learning. Yo, TV shows were teaching us back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We got to give a quick shout out to Percy Jones tuning in live from Dubai. My dog Lake City. That's the bro. That's little bro. Lake City Fresh sent me to check you out, man. Appreciate you, man. Make sure you hit that like button, bro. And subscribe to the channel. We're dual streaming, so you gotta subscribe to both channels, man. But listen, if you're a Niners fan, if you just want to come in and just chill, hang out, ask questions, welcome to the crew, man. They out there, they gonna hold you down in that chat, man. I hope you're a Niners fan though, because if not, they'll let you know. They will let you know. But thanks for tuning in, Percy. We appreciate you. So, Mike, right? I like that we're doing this draft review. You know, and we're breaking down each round since 2017. You know, because the draft is literally in 3 weeks, 21 days. Deion Sanders days away from the draft. Man, I'm going to put that out there that we're Deion Sanders days away.
Oh, that's a nice little picture. Yeah. I like it.
Now, if somebody do it before me, that just means they watching the show. You know what I mean? That means they watching the show.
So they getting the inspiration from us, man. Okay, I like that.
But listen, bro. So I got a different take on what we've been doing, and I wanted to get your opinion about it. And it seems like Mike, Kyle likes certain schools he drafts from. It's like a wave. Like I go back and I look at, he likes the school of Utah. I know.
You got more than one Utah player? Okay. I see where you're going. Okay, you talking about today too. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Only 2 players from Utah, right?
I mean, he's drafted from Utah more than once. And no, Alex Smith ain't one of them, because that wasn't Kyle Shanahan.
No.
But I'm just saying, like that's not the only school. Obviously, he likes Michigan. I think John Lynch likes Stanford and Alabama.
Yes.
So we gotta look a little bit more into that. Kyle loves South Carolina. They are in love with South Carolina.
You know what's weird? They don't do Ohio State early. They'll get them later.
They don't like. I don't think they like Ohio State. No disrespect.
No. It's cool. But
the only person that
running back.
For me, for Kyle Shanahan and the Get Fresh crew, if they're gonna draft from Ohio State, it's 2 positions you draft from Ohio State. It's 2. Running back ain't one of them.
No.
But you can get your wide receivers or your secondary, your safeties or your wide receivers. That's what you look from Ohio State. I mean, I know it's Marvin Harrison Jr. He's gonna be long gone in the dust, but for some reason, like this year, like they DBs a little different. But that is the school. That's the DB school and wide receiver school. We haven't gotten any LSU guys. And the reason why I'm saying that is, do we break that chain, or do we stick to the schools when we start doing these mock drafts? Do we stick to the schools that Kyle and John has been sticking to?
Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you use.
So, I'm glad you brought that up, because I know we touch a little bit on pop culture every now and then. So I was watching TLC perform. I think it came across my reels or something on Instagram, or whatever.
Was it like when after Left Eye died and they tried to do?
Yeah, absolutely. And they had this other rapper chick in there that did the Left Eye part, and I don't know who she is, but she was terrible. Like,
was it
you know what I mean?
From
probably. No, but that would have been a dope. That made sense. That was Left Eye Protege.
That was their group. Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that you knew that, yes, but no, it wasn't her. It was some new female rapper, and the energy was off, and like she was out of breath. Lotto. That's who it was.
It was Tanisha. You don't know who Lotto is?
Who's Lotto?
All right, we'll talk off mic.
No, we're gonna talk on mic. Who was Lotto? She a scripper?
Rip me out the package. I've been acting brand new.
Nah.
Okay,
that's Lotto.
She used to go by Mulatto, but then they said that her name was offensive, so she changed it to Lotto.
Got you. But she could have spent the word mulatto and flipped it like on some melodic type.
Something. Yeah.
That would have been fire. It was Lotto. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. And I'm not saying that
because was recent.
Yeah. Why? Because Lotto's recent?
Well, she's on the scene for like the last 2 or 3 years, but you would missed her a couple years before that. Like,
she was terrible. Like, they should have just played Left Eye's verse and put the memory of the picture of Left Eye, or had the chick from Black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do it. I wonder how they doing. I didn't know who Lotto was. Hey, listen, I ain't taught in 2 years.
I'm good without you. I'm good. Oh,
that's
my joy.
Oh. So, right. Okay, my bad. That's a little pop culture. And then, got a question. Wayne and Mike, Off the Wall or Thriller? It's always Off the Wall for me. Like, Thriller is the better selling record, but Off the Wall was the better record, period. Like, the instrumentation, the song choices. Quincy Jones and Rob Temperton put their blood, sweat, and tears into that album, as well as Mike, because Mike was part of the whatever. But Quincy... This is the album that set Mike up for Thriller. So it's always Off the Wall for me. All bangers. Not one bad record. Not even the slow cuts. Do 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 do. Like, not even the slow cuts.
I did not like She's Out of My Life. I ain't gonna hold you.
She's out of my life. What? Are you kidding me? You bugging.
Get out of here with that nonsense, man.
You bugging.
But that is a good album. I'm looking at the track list now because I want to give you all.
Thriller was dope, but you could tell he was about to cross over to a different genre, because then when Bad came out, Mike went rock. Nothing wrong with it, but Mike went rock on Bad.
Like, so this is more upbeat.
I'm gonna
go with Thriller.
Off the Wall was more like R&B disco, right? It was like the disco era in the R&B. Cause like it's tough, because if you ask me, like Off the Wall and Rock With You, like,
wait, what album was Dirty Diana on?
That's Bad.
Oh, that was Bad.
That's the 90s album. Bad was the tour I went to see when I was like 8.
You got to see Mike live?
Hartford, Connecticut, bro. Hartford Civic Center, man.
Oh my God, Wayne! I've never been jealous of another man before, and like,
listen, man,
real time. That's crazy.
And I was a kid, so like I was, it was perfect. Like, I didn't understand music then, but I knew who Michael was.
But you knew what good music was, and you knew
absolutely. I love the comments in the comment section too. Thank y'all so much, man, for. Kali, thank you for
Mike
that.
Especially, he been lost his cred.
Yo, he ain't got that car back, Slick 68 since 68, bro.
I don't care. It's my opinion. So,
yeah, Blaming on the Boogie was dope. Oh, That whole
Dirty
album.
Diana is one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs.
Now that's a '90s cut, and that was more when he was more influenced with the rock sound. Yeah,
Doom,
yeah.
doom.
Yeah.
That joint. Oh,
Yeah. Dirty Diana. Oh, Dirty Diana.
Oh man, that song is crazy.
And the way you make me feel was on that album. Hey, pretty baby. That was the
No.
That was Moonwalker.
No, that was on Thriller.
Okay, the way you make me feel was Thriller.
No, it wasn't.
I don't know.
Now
Human Nature was Thriller. Human Nature was Thriller.
I was thinking about Billie Jean.
Billie Jean was Thriller.
Yeah, Human Nature and Billie Jean was Thriller. PYT was Thriller.
That was Thriller. But PYT was the last rock with you type of record. Like that was then Mike switched. He changed his whole style.
But, what song were we just talking about that we were confused about?
The Way You Make Me Feel.
Oh man. The Way You Make Me Feel. That maybe that's my favorite Michael Jackson.
That had the bop. That had a nice bop swing to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smooth Criminal was the bad album. Was that the Dangerous album? The bad album.
If Michael Jackson had one song that would get him canceled today, it is 1000% The Way You Make Me Feel. That whole video.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
All out of line.
Yeah. That
all
was
out of line, bro.
Yeah.
I can't believe
that whole.
Shorty pinned up in a corner in the alleyway.
Yeah, like, can't do that now. It's funny because every now and then I'll just be watching reels, right? So it was like I think David Allen Greer was being interviewed on a news show, and they were like, dude, is there any way in the world y'all could do a reunion of In Living Color? And David Allen Greer looked at the people who said, have y'all lost y'all effing mind? He's like, there's no way. He's like, we barely got away with talking about the stuff then. He's like, that show would get canceled so quick. I was like, dang, the times have definitely changed, bro. Like the times have changed. He was like, what was the junks? The two snaps in the Z formation. I can't remember what the sketch was called, but like he was like that would get. He was like, yo,
they can't do it now.
Nah, they can't do it now. They can't do it now. All right, Mike, let's get to some 49er stuff, man. Ain't nothing new going on under the sun, other than the simple fact that we ain't getting Brock right, which I think we touched on that, and I can tell you right now that Mike. Okay.
That excites me though, because now I think the Niners are going to be looking at a tight end higher than what they want it to be.
Right.
I'm talking third round, second round, maybe. Like, I think they're going to be.
Well. To be fair, I'm always excited if they bring in a good veteran. I feel like the Niners need that veteran in the building. That's why I said they might as well just bring back Ross Dwelly because he's considered a vet, right? So bring in a vet. You know what I'm saying? But still draft a dude. Because look. All right, Mike, let's have this conversation. The Niners are drafting the tight end. Who's the tight end you want them to get? Theo Johnson from Penn State.
Theo.
Okay,
gotta go with Theo.
Well, I'm turn your mic up a little bit for me because you're not talking directly in
my
it.
bad. I apologize. Yeah. Theo, gotta go with Theo.
So what about Theo? So can I give you my comp for Theo?
Please do. Yeah.
Yo, I swear Theo Johnson is like Aaron Hernandez, yo. I don't know if y'all remember Aaron Hernandez, R.I.P. Aaron Hernandez, but listen, like the way that they utilize Aaron Hernandez in New England, he could line up in the backfield, he could run the ball, he catch screens, he could run routes. The only thing that I thought that bothered me about Theo Johnson's film is he's not a good blocker, especially inline. Like he's not a good inline blocker, so I'm not sure how that would fit, but I'm all for change and for Kyle Shanahan trying to do something more dynamic with the position groups. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I like the Theo Johnson pick.
Yeah, I not a ton of production and all that stuff, but none of these tight ends out of this draft class really are like 1,000-yard. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're not that in college. But this kid was somebody who was really, really good anytime he got an opportunity. And he had a solid week at the Senior Bowl. Actually, it's where I started hearing people talking about him. Like, this kid was impressive. And I'm like, all right, well, let's see who he is. And then that's when you find out, oh, Penn State guy. Okay, get it. I see it. He's good. I like it.
So for me, like, I'm going to give you two guys. Like Ben Sinnott out of Kansas State he just screams George Kittle. Like, good inline blocker, great in run blocking, great in pass blocking, but can catch the ball, right? Not great at separation. I don't know if Kittle's great at separation either, but they could find holes in the zone, get open. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's Ben Sinnott. Like, that's Ben Sinnott. And then if no one's looking at, I would love for the Niners to go baby Kelsey. This is listen, Jared Wiley out of TSU is a receiving tight end. He is I can run, I can get open, and he's not a yak guy, not huge on the yak, but I like him. 6'7", red zone threat. Just having the conversation like about tight ends.
Let me give you one more also then.
Yeah, absolutely. Match it up with me. Match it up.
Only reason I don't like him so much is because he's only 6'2". But Jaheim Bell, Florida State kid.
What do you like about Jaheim Bell? I'm trying to figure out what about him.
He's so quick. His feet. I like the way he moves, bro. You got Jaheim Bell, man. I just hate that he's only 6'2". I can't stand that. I wish he had more size.
He needs to be at least 6'4", right? At least.
Yeah, that's what I want for my tight end. Yeah, I want a 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" tight end. I do. I'm sorry. But he's a physical player. I'm telling you, he's got good feet. He's quick. He's a guy. And he was good with the Gamecocks before he transferred to Florida State.
That's correct.
I think Debo might put a good word in his ear. Hey, listen, man. Yo, listen.
That's correct. Any of these tight ends, I feel like the tight ends that we mentioned are 4th round and below. How ironic is that? Like, you might have to reach for Ben Sinnott, but I think these guys. I think Bell goes 4th round or below. I think all of these guys. Because I don't think there's going to be a huge run on tight ends. Like, so they're going to get pushed down.
I don't either. I think a lot of teams went tight ends last year.
Yes, tight rounds. Yeah, because last year was the tight end round. You especially the guys that wanted the big guys, like right, like yeah.
But I think Theo Johnson comes off the board 3rd, followed by Ben Sinnott, and then Cade Stover from Ohio State.
I think Ben Sinnott comes off before Theo Johnson because he's the complete package.
Let's make a bet. Come on.
All right, let's do it.
5 push-ups. What are we doing? 5 push-ups.
I'm tired of push-ups. I don't want to do no push-ups, man. Let's just bet some money or something, or food.
Girls,
or
I don't want to bet no money.
Let's bet an order of wings or something. Like, I'm not doing no push-ups. I do my push-ups at 9:00 in the morning. After that, only thing I'm pushing
I'm not working out
is nothing. Yeah. I see you guys out there. You guys got Brevin Spanford, 7th round. I think the Niners, they're gonna get a tight end, and I don't think they're gonna wait till the 7th round. But again, it all depends on when this group starts to flash, because it's gonna be Brock Bowers, and then it's gonna be a long period of waiting for tight ends, in my opinion. Yeah. Like, and what if a team wants speed? Because then you got the kid, what's his Devin? I forgot his name. He ran Devin Cope out of Washington. Devin Cope. Like, he's a 4-4 guy. Like, you got 4-4 tight end. Godly.
At a tight end position, but couldn't catch a cold. I'm sorry.
I don't know if he couldn't catch. I thought his stats was all right. Like you said, no tight end really produced. I think there's one tight end that had like over 700 something yards. And there's other guys, like there's Tip Rittman and the guys like that. There's a bunch of guys out there. So we'll see what happens with the tight end position. I had a question.
I think this is
but I forgot it. No, go ahead. You think
I think this is the draft of quality tight ends. It's not going to be the big flashy.
I don't think it's quality tight ends.
It's going to be pretty good.
See, really? I think it's more specific need fit tight ends.
Interesting. I just think that we're going to hear 4 or 5 rookie tight ends this year and be like, wow, that guy was better than what everyone thought he was going to be.
The quality was last year and the quantity. I think this year you could get your guy. Like, because no one's going to be looking for who is your guy? So if your guy is the Theo Johnson, I don't think people are looking for Theo Johnson the way you looking for Theo Johnson. I don't think, so like you might be able to get your guy. Now, when you get your guy, that's the question. And if Jatavian Sanders, I see Oscar, I see your comment. He says, it's crazy to think that Jatavian Sanders could go 31. I mean, why not? if the San Francisco 49ers drafted Jatavian Sanders, tight end out of Texas, right? If they drafted him 31, what would this fan base do? I mean, you're going to get. I think he's better than Brock Bowers. That's just my opinion.
Ooh, I'm about to say there is a big debate between him and
I'm
Brock.
telling you, I would take him over Brock any day. Brock is good, but Brock lacks size too. You talked about size, so Brock lacks the size. He's not tall.
243, yeah.
You know what it is about Brock? Once he catches the balls, it's hard to give him down. Like the dude don't want to fall down, like George Kittle. Like, but he's not looking for contact. He's looking to get away from the contact. Totally different.
I think Sanders is a receiving type of tight end too.
Mark says if Sanders gets drafted at 31, Kittle will be next year's Eric Armstead. After he just restructured, that's deep. That's deep.
Eric Armstead had just restructured. Never mind. He might be right. Might be right.
Mike, let's get into these 4th round picks. We'll end the show with a question that I got from my brother on X, man. But let's get into these 4th round picks. That was fun.
Yeah. That was a good little talk there. And guys, don't worry, we did that on purpose because these 4th round picks, there's not a lot to discuss. We'll be completely honest with y'all. So we'll go ahead and get this 4th round pick wheel pulled up. Bada boom, bada bing, a bang, a bang. Let's get rid of that. Where are we at? Let's get rid of the border. There it is. Will you go across the border, mama? All right, here we go. So the 4th round picks are here as listed. And let's see who we get to grade. I'm going to have very similar grades for a lot of these guys, except this one. I'm so glad we got this out the way. 2019, pick 110, the 49ers draft, punter Mitch Wishnowsky. The entire fan base blew up. They couldn't believe that we drafted a punter this high. You are crazy. You could have got him in the 7th round. And this is the moment that I knew that they all do mock drafts all day long. Now, we lost Wayne. I don't know where he went. I'm sure he will be back. But this is the moment that I knew that everybody spent all day long doing and watching mock drafts. Mitch Wishnowsky was a good pick. He has been extended. He is probably the only successful 4th round pick that the 49ers have under their belt since John Lynch has been here. Now, with that being said, I'm kind of peeking ahead and telling you about some of my thoughts on the other guys on this list. But I remember the outrage, and a lot of people were going to forget that the Patriots were right on their heels. And it was like, who's going to get their kicker first? The Patriots do that with the Niners with the punter. They did the same thing with the kicker as well. It was a matter of, we're going to get our guy first, and then that's it. As far as the grade of the pick itself, Niners needed a punter. I give it a C, just because it's a punter, right? It's kind of crazy to be like, oh my God, we need a punter. I give it a C. But as far as Mitch Wishnowsky's ability and what he's done, I have to give it an A. Who gives a punter an A? But that's me. That's me. I give him an A. He's got the contract extension. He's a willing tackler. They actually, when you have to tell your punter, hey, chill out, we don't want you to hurt yourself or anybody else, I think that's a great sign. You know, the Niners didn't have to go out there and beg a guy to be in kick coverage and fight for playing time. You know, it was most of the time you see kickers half-assing it. Mitch Wishnowsky had to be reeled in. I like that. And we saw that early from him, early. So that's Mitch Wishnowsky. Again, I give the pick a C. I give the pick a C, and I give the player himself an A. I think I'm getting messages from Wayne here, y'all. Bear with me for a second. Let me make sure he's okay. Yeah, he's all right. All right. He's all right. All right. So let's go ahead and spin this wheel again. Get to the next one. Shout out to Mitch Wishnowsky. Like I said, I'm glad we got that out the way. Best grade I'm going to give out for this whole show. Next up, I believe that's me. Yo, get on the mic and rock the symphony. All right. The year was 2022. The 49ers are on the clock. And who did they draft? Spencer Burford. Spencer Burford at 134 overall. I actually wasn't mad at this pick. The Niners needed some interior line help. I gave the actual pick for identifying the need and what you want to work on with the team. I gave that a B+. I liked it. But as far as the player goes, I'm actually going to give him a C, just a solid C. Spencer Burford has had his moments. He's had his whiffs, the biggest whiff of all coming in the last game of the year for the Niners. He's had his whiffs, but I don't think he's been absolutely terrible. I've seen worse in there. I've also seen better. But the pick itself, B-. Oh, we got Wayne here. Hello? Oh, let me see. Hold on. Let me find it. Bear with me for a second, guys. Email. There it is. And there you go. I just sent it in WhatsApp. You got it? All right. WayneBreezie should be back in 1 second here. No, I like Spencer Burford, and I think Spencer Burford can get better. I'm not going to give him a D. I'm not going to give him an A or a B, but he's in that C range. That's just a solid C. I'm not going to give him a C+. He's not that close to a B, but he absolutely has room to improve. The Niners got to figure out what they want to do with him. Stop moving him around back and forth and all that stuff. Like, let this kid play some ball. Let him line up somewhere and get comfortable. They do all this back and forth with my man. I just don't quite understand it, Wayne. I was saying, as far as the pick for Spencer Burford, I gave it a B. As far as the player, I give him a C. Where are you at on him?
This is a tough one, right? Because I don't know if I gave the pick a B, because if you needed did we need a guard or tackle at that time? So like
we needed depth. That was Brunskill.
I mean, I think the pick. I didn't know what he was gonna do. I could have swore he was a tackle at UTSA, and then they moved him to guard. But when you look at it up online, I think it says he was a guard, so it makes sense. So I think the transitioning of him having to play a different position, at least it was on the same side. Because I thought he played left tackle in college. I could be wrong, but
I'm pulling it up right here, and it says he was an All-American. Did you know that?
Yeah. Spencer Burford has the tools. It's just he has the size, he has the arm length, he has the abilities. Just got to put it together. I not to prolong the show because I know we got to get out of here. I apologize for the internet error, but what do you got?
Started 12 games on the line, 11 at left tackle.
I know I'm not stupid. Like I be thinking I'm stupid because the Niners, they make me think I'm stupid. I knew he was a tackle, and I knew he played on the left side. How he end up as a right guard? Help me make it make sense.
The Niners keep yeah.
No, hear me out. If he has the ability to play offensive line, because he did it, and when I mean did it or done it, I mean had relative amount of snaps at a position. I'm not talking 5 snaps at guard. I'm talking 100 snaps. And that's a lot of snaps. But you get what I'm trying to say. A certain amount of number of snaps as a guard. If he did that, then he's a combo and he has the ability to do both. But if he didn't, and if he was a tackle and all he knew was a tackle, dang.
But that's not all he knew. So freshman and sophomore years, he was a guard.
Okay.
He was starting left guard.
And that's what I'm saying. So he had the ability to do it. If he did the time at the position, that means they drafted him because of value. So now I'm going to give it a B. See?
Junior year, he was a starting right tackle. Senior year, he was starting left tackle.
Oh, this is a good question.
Sophomore, he was guard.
So I give the pick now a B because you got a versatile offensive lineman, right? So his play, he's been kind of, medium play. So C. Right. I'm with you. Same grade. I said all that to give you the same grade.
But I like it. You gave the B and the C, so I like that.
Yeah, but I wanted you to see why I did it though. Like, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
No, it's good. It's good. Very different reasons and good reasons nonetheless. Pokeball time.
So he's not a miss either. Like we like to play the hit or miss. He's not a miss. He's just misunderstood.
2018, with the 128th selection overall, the 49ers selected Kentavious Street. They misused him, abused him, and got rid of him. It was a bad pick, and I won't say it was a bad pick. It was an injured guy. He was coming off of a big injury, if I'm not mistaken. They thought they can get something out of him, and never came to fruition.
This is a F and a F and a miss, straight up.
Yeah.
And to spare the rod or child, whatever they say, for me, Joe Williams, running back. Would you say that this pick was worse than the A.J. Jenkins pick?
Oh no, because A.J. Jenkins was a first rounder, but this
okay.
Yeah,
you're right.
That was close, but you know what though? This pick was more valuable than the A.J. Jenkins pick, because this let me know Kyle should never, ever be the guy to pick a college running back. Period.
Didn't he go to Utah?
Yeah. Don't let him do it again. Don't let him
full circle
again.
Utah. Hey, there's a running back at Utah right now. Sione Vaki. He's a safety running back. He's a safety running back. Literally. He worked out with the safeties, but he's a dang good running back. He goes to Utah. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a 4th round pick for Kyle Shanahan because of the versatility and the ability to be able to play offense or defense. They'll have to make him one. They could try him out at safety, be like, nah, you ain't it. But then they can have another running back in the building, and this dude is tough. And I know he ran a 4.6, but Mike, how come they can't catch him in college? He don't run a 4.6 on the football field.
Well, and a lot of guys, like George Kittle's not the fastest guy, but he knows how to take angles when you're behind him. George Kittle, I've been wanting to tell you this for like a year now. George Kittle runs like a dog is chasing him. You ever seen a scared runner?
It was either that or he running from the cops. But I get where you're going from.
No, but like, Wayne, you ever ran from a dog before?
Hell yeah, bro. Yo, I have
cars.
Listen, I'm traumatized. So when I go running, I keep one ear pod in, one ear pod out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if the moment I sense there's a dog in the area, I tense up. All right, man. Guys, my apologies for the technical difficulties. Mike holds it down all the time. Thank you, Mike.
Listen, man, I don't know what the question was from the Twitter thing. We can get to it.
We don't have enough time to get to it. But the question, we kind of did. We talked about tight ends, but the question was, is there any player that we could go after that can be a difference maker for this team? Like that can help us get over the hump? Now it's from my brother Herbert Brown
a tight end
on X.
or a center. Those would be the two positions. I won't give you a player, but a tight end or a starting.
So
center.
let's revisit it tomorrow when we get to round 5. Round 5 gonna be a money episode too. That's the money round.
We're reviewing the draft, so that gives us more stuff.
Oh, next week is round 5. You're right. I got you.
Next week is round 5. So listen, we live all the time, kicking it with the fam, bro. That's Breezy. I'm Mike, and this is the B.A.M Show. Peace.